Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to all of that, if you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. You can reach out to me through our Patreon and get set up into any of them. That'll be everything. Let's get into the action. Not blackmail. All right, go ahead and give us that recap.
Certainly.
Hell. Oh, no.
Nope.
You're right.
Monkey.
Yeah. Monkey.
Previously on Purple Sand Saturday, Mortar. Bum bum. Our party took a quick rest to heal and gather ourselves, making a general plan of attack that Vance will go, and Bartov will bust in through the front, and then we'll descend on the horde. However, our brains are collectively firing on no cylinders, and Kat's attempt to possess the horde goes awry when she realizes it's not of a similar body shape to her, and it manages to overcome her slow spell. Bart and Vance make their way down the stairs to engage directly with the horde, but it takes multiple rounds for Bart to even arrive. In the meantime, the horde snatches the most valuable things off of them, starting with the mending loot on Vance and culminating in stealing weapons. Kat tries to contain it with phantasmal force, but only succeeds in having the horde not reach the top of the windmill and to smash her and Monkey. When Bart loses his weapon, he's able to resummon it, but faced with this regenerating slam ability the horde has and dancing over the moving gears of the windmill, both he and Vance are taken out. Kat attempts to fly her way to help Vance, but when Bart goes down, she decides to implant the disabling rod into the horde first, attempting to end the fight that way. Somdi then arrives on scene and tosses Kat the rod, but as she's flying to the horde, it scores a powerful hit, knocking her down as well. The party decides that it's best if we just destroy the thing, with Monkey landing the killing shots after a tense round of miss. And we scramble to provide good berries to everyone. However, the good berries do not work on Vance. He's been struck by a destroyed piece of gears and has died. Without Fen, our only chance of bringing him back is the celestial tear. Kat tries, praying to Lyra for help, but Vance's body changes in front of us. His soul has been traded to a devil in return for his body to appear like his father's, and so appear as a legitimate heir. The tear is not powerful enough magic to break that bond. In our pain, we can only think of one person, Didi, that can help us bring him back completely, and that's Mama Vusi. We gather our stolen items and borrow some magic chalk and some gold, okay, and teleport right back to Casino. We appear in the Shannari estate and call on Mama. She arrives and says the only magic that she can do would not bring Vance's particular soul back. She does, though, let us know about the devil taking his soul. We calculate that we don't have the time right now to retrieve it, and Mama is able to keep his body preserved until we are able to rescue him. Beaten, bruised, and all of us nearly dead and disheartened, we are then told that Nikri has sent someone ahead to meet us and has been waiting several days. We go to meet a Loxodon by the name of Kel. He appears to be a cleric, soft and slow-spoken, and he brings a gift from his monastery to give to Kat, a bottle of vodka, and an intricate box from Roos. He explains that he has read so much about history and now wants to be able to record it as it happens, especially anything that involves the gods on this plane. Kat tells him about our story, leaving a few things out, like releasing the prisoner, the pharaoh, and the specific trade with Lyra, and asks if he's capable of looking out for himself in a fight. He says he's untested, but willing to try and heal us. We rest for the night and the next day make plans for what we would like to do. We decide on going to the High Stag tribe, but we need transportation again. So our party goes out and we go big, and why not buy elephants? Before we leave, though, Kat wants to stir up trouble in town and sends her lizard out to do her bidding. He's able to find Lakudra. Is that how Lakudra? Find Lakudra, and
Lakudra.
after a bit of slapstick-style comedy, the lizard swallows a piece of jewelry from her hair and returns to Cat successfully with it. Now, she has something which she can use to possess Lakudra. Satisfied with that, they make their way into the desert once more, keeping themselves and their elephants fed and watered through magical means.
So, you all are journeying northwards through the through the Abakwin Sands. While you were back in Casino, you did notice the purple sands have spread even further. In your absence, they might be now stretching towards the edges of the town, encompassing some of those outer levels of people who live in poverty out there. Some of the farmland as well. And fully engrossing the entire jailing system. Now, you all are traveling on top of your elephants, and as you are moving upwards, further and further north, who is leading the charge with the survival check?
I can if anyone wants to.
I'll help.
Let's see what happens. Oh, advantage. Okay. It's all right. We got plenty of time.
13. Looking for the High Stag tribe. They are a nomadic group. They are stationed out on that side of the Heartless Dune most of the time, but they can frequently be found bounding around on their exotic mounts that they have. As you're moving, you pass by Jakit Tomb. I would like a perception check from everybody.
Alright. First it's Scat. The next is Bart.
Well, Kel, I don't mean to leave you out of this perception check because Kel would not notice anything different about it. Just, oh, there's a tomb.
Makes sense.
Bart, however, the sealed door is open.
He'll just kind of look at everyone. We need to leave. Doors open. Just encourage everyone to keep moving.
Not my problem today. Not my problem today.
What door is open?
The tomb over there. It's there's lots of undead inside. We passed by her before, and we happened to close the door on when we left. And now there is no door.
Maybe we should try to close the door again.
Let's just say that we were a little outmatched last time.
Joey,
Yes.
how heavy does the door appear to be?
Close to a ton.
Yeah.
One of those massive rotating slabs of solid worked stone. That's what you all put in front of the smaller stone door.
Oh, I'm fighting the temptation to instigate and go do something, but
Cat and Bart's elephants are already fucking. You're like, nope.
Isn't it dangerous to leave that open if it's full of things?
It
Yeah.
is.
by now they've probably already left. Kind of like when you leave the door open for a cat or a dog.
It is dangerous, yes, but we don't. It's the same reason why we had to leave Vance. We don't have much time, I don't think, and we need to focus on the problem, the largest problem at hand.
Well, maybe when we're done, we can come back and.
Right.
I bet Fen would like to see this.
Finn would probably be very happy with the decision that we made.
Speaking of Fen, you had just watched that globe of water that appeared in front of you in the sky drift away down towards the ground. Whatever magic they were using to communicate with you settling. You hear, with your newly trained hearing, the footsteps walking behind you of a familiar individual.
Odd.
You are not dumb. Planning on anything, are you? You look back at Emerson, who's apparently been watching you.
Master, of course I'm not planning to do anything.
I told you not to call me
Okay,
master.
old man. I mean, there's not much I could even do over there, and they can handle it. They got, like, people over there.
He stares at you, deadpan.
Do you have some... where is this place, anyways?
Far away. If you cannot get there on your own accord, you are not ready to go handle it.
Fair enough. What?
Strides over towards you, sitting down in the sand. You know something can and cannot be your fault at the same time, correct?
You mean, like, not knowing what I'm doing and what it causes is, you know, not really my fault for not knowing, but still my fault for doing something that caused it, like that?
Yes. Exactly like that.
Is this about me releasing the water one? Okay.
Yes, it is. Well, what is done is done. The worlds will suffer the consequences of actions taken and actions not taken, but everything will be righted eventually, one way or another.
Who knows? Maybe it was supposed to happen. I mean, clearly there's a lot of things happening around in at least our world that no one has seen in forever, or things are changing, or realms are intermixing. moved to like the dream realm. But like things are almost coming to a closer connection now. Like the seals between realms are thinning.
Change is inevitable. It's difficult for most old men to deal with.
You all have clearly adapted, though.
Oh. We continually ride the storm, stay adrift, stay out of it. There's no adaptation with what we've done. We've been the same thing that we currently are for hundreds of years.
Yes, but you could be like your brother and his people.
Like he's been for hundreds of years.
You could just stop riding the storm.
I don't think so. Like I said, it's hard for old people to adapt.
So you have a
That's why we have a younger generation. At least that's my belief. Why we bring more into our community.
You at least go about it the right way, bringing them in.
Oh,
I'm good. Don't want to join that club.
so you say every single dinner. Have you gotten comfortable enough yet to be around when they're eating and eating at the same
Mhm.
time?
I like for him. I think it's not really like a weird. It's not like the way they eat. Okay, sure. Like bats. He's seen bats that do that probably before, and like other things. So to him, it's not really weird. It's just what them as a base
Do
animal.
bats actually drink blood of creatures? I
There's
thought
a-
like
The
there's
vampire
like one,
bat.
there's like a
90%.
one species that actually.
Yeah. It's actually called a
One
vampire
species.
bat in South America, and they drink the blood of cows.
Yeah, cows.
I thought that was always like a myth.
No,
It
no,
was-
they mainly
So-
like large creatures,
It's,
larger animals. They'll like latch onto them and just kind of sit there. They don't really.
Yeah,
hurt them
they
or
like
anything.
they have a bite that's like a numbing agent, and like they like open a vein and just like drink from it. It is kind of
Yeah.
creepy.
God, why is Chris not here when we're talking about animals?
Right. He'll show up eventually. Ben. He sits there, picking up sand in his hand and letting it just sift through his fingers as he seems to do as like his habit of concentration. Well, there's only a few more things you need to learn from us. I'm surprised. For someone so stupid, you pick up on things very quickly.
You're really good at these compliments and also insults at the same time.
Call it a compliment.
Yeah. It's nice to have someone show me some things and teach me.
Way the world is supposed to work. The elder passes on the torch and the information to the youngers so that they can change things for the better in future generations.
Is this about when I'd probably get the ping from Katarine?
After he stands up and begins walking away. We're heading south tomorrow morning. Then, Katarine, you do your sending to Fen.
I think I wrote it out.
I'm trying to remember what she said.
She typed it more than likely.
Our companion. Nope, that was to you typed out the one that you sent to the gnome.
Right. It would simply be that Vance fell, and the tear did not work. His body is with Mama Vusi for safekeeping, and to travel north from Casino.
I'm coming to find you all now. And Fen is running to his hut, not even saying anything, grabbing his sandboard and like getting it in place to use.
You grab the second board?
Oh yeah, for Vance. Yeah, I do. And I throw on my like goggles and face mask.
As you're exiting out, one of your, I think I'm going to be comfortable saying friends that you've made here.
Yes.
Darren is his name. A lively young man, roughly your age before he was turned, sees you leaving, his spiky golden hair sitting on top of his mound, and just comes walking over towards you with his board. Leaving already?
Yeah, I have to go.
Okay, where are we going?
You are not coming with me, Darren.
Come on. Storm's moving. We all move.
Which way's the storm moving? If I use my druid craft?
Druid craft?
Yes.
South.
Okay, well, I need to go southeast.
Well, it's moving south.
Yep, I'm going...
Well, remember, you already moved east. You're way outside of the Frosty
I just need to go
Ruins.
south now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then. We're going south. But you're not coming and fighting anything. I've seen you fight. You're trash.
Hey, go fuck yourself, man. I'm not that bad at fighting. I learned the biting technique you taught me. Like a bear.
Yes. Yes. Use your jaw strength.
That comical yomp sound.
Yep. Alrighty, let's go. Oh, by the way, your water. And he hands you a gorge of water.
He has a little like in the back of his head that he thought he had to make water for people. Just
a small gorge.
Twitch.
Darren's been real good about like pottery stuff, and he made you a miniature gorge for you to fill up.
Thank you, Darren.
Yeah. Hey, I'll race you down there.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass again. And he takes off running as the storm swoops behind you, and you seamlessly jump onto your sandboard now that you are proficient in it during your weeks of training. And you go sailing southwards. Moving back to the modern day, all of you were passing by Jakit's Rune, and about a week later, when you're south of the High Stag tribe, you see this massive moving wall of sand shooting through the area towards you all.
Damn it, I don't have the hut prepared for hard casting.
You have an elephant. The elephants, through instinct, lay down in the sand.
Has like a curtain on the top carrying.
We'll lower the curtains on the palanquins and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As the sands are whirling around, shooting everywhere around you, creating this horrific sound of wailing and roaring through the open area, you hear a very familiar from individuals inside of it, enjoying the hell out of themselves. Ben, as you are sailing through the open area, I need you to give me a perception check.
17.
Not bad. You manage to see the elephant lying down in the sands with the canopy before you collide with it, allowing you to scoot over towards the side and coming to a shrieking halt right in front of it. Everybody looks from inside of the canopies of their elephants at a heavily goggled and masked individual with a familiar looking headpiece.
Menacingly walking towards.
Fen touches the earpiece. Fen, is that you?
Oh shit, I forgot about this. What's up?
There's been quite a lot that has happened over the last week.
Yeah, I'll scold you all later for being idiots and not just going to planning like I told you all to.
Oh, don't even start.
Listen, we're gonna wait out until this storm leaves, and then I mean, I can open the curtain now for you. Got to cast control winds.
Fuck those curtains.
The storm will be done soon. I guess we can take off then.
In about 30 minutes, the storm will pass through this area.
I'm just gonna look around and see if Darren or any of them are there, and just kind of give like a hand signal goodbye.
Darren swirls around you a couple of more times before plucking a hair off your head and continuing going.
And I'll wait for the storm to end.
30 minutes go by and the storm completely settles. Fen, you see the elephants in front of you, which you've seen plenty of times before, and then you see a bipedal elephant walking towards you, which I'm not sure you've seen before.
No.
You thought baby elephants were like four-legged,
Yeah.
and not clothed.
Oh my god, you guys got it. So I learned about this new spell that I could do to... Oh my god, we can make another one. Hello, when did you awaken? And I'm going up to the elephant.
Kel, this, what could only be described as a wild child, walks up to you.
I awoke this morning, a little after sunrise.
Who did you guys find that could do that to him?
We woke him up. I finished watch and woke him up.
Ben, your awaken takes hours.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it takes a very long time to do this. You guys must have done it all night.
No.
Insert Fen having an existential crisis.
My magic is weaker than theirs? What?
They're better druids than me?
Wait, druids are trash? What?
I thought we were better.
I thought it was definitely decent.
Oh, it's the first mistake.
This is Cal. He met us in casino. Nikri, the one that the lore keeper spoke of. She sent him.
He's writing stories. He's going to be telling of our adventures. He's very learned, and he's here to do an expose on you and I. A little story, a little trilogy with a prequel and all that.
Is he part of your story, Monkey?
He is. He's a very important part of the story.
This is Finn.
Hi, I'm Fen.
Oh, hello, Fen. And he'll reach out a really large... I think they only have 3 fingers.
I'll put my hand inside his giant palm. Jesus.
Oh no, they have 4 fingers. They have 3 fingers and a thumb.
I'm also looking over at like everyone else behind him and just mouthing, "Why is he talking so slow?"
And you get a message in her head. This is just how he is. We needed someone who could take time to think through their actions before they acted.
That'd be the first one in this party.
You're not wrong.
Well,
Somebody senses a disturbance in the force.
It's nice to meet you. Katerine told me much about what you have been doing. You were off studying, I understand.
Oh, we're spilling secrets now.
He can heal. He's a cleric. And I felt that it was only appropriate to bring him into the fold in order to receive his help.
Yes. Kel, first question. Are you a baboon?
No, I am not a baboon.
Okay. All right. That's good to know, because there's only one, and that's Vance. This is his spot's still here. Your spot is a new additional, kind of like added on, like a sublease.
I don't follow your friend.
That's fine.
Fen.
He doesn't. Vance was very close with him, and what he's trying to say is that you're welcome with our group, but not as a replacement, but as an addition.
You have your own space that you create for yourself, Kel.
Somebody's going to send Katarina a message. So, are you going to do this, or am I?
Do what?
Have you briefed him on?
Yes.
Oh, good.
He knows.
He seems to be in remarkable spirits for it.
I believe this is a front to seem okay to Kel and the rest of us. I don't think if he's... This is the aggressive posturing stage, I think.
You don't understand the comings and goings of a teenager, a tween.
This is, if he's dealing with it, he's not... He is going to let us in soon. I don't think. It'll be some time.
He just kind of gives you a psychic huff as he cuts off the connection.
Samdi, why are you being so quiet back there? You didn't even give your scaly buddy a hello. Is this how we treat each other now? Okay.
You don't look scaly.
I am.
He can change into animals.
He should know this. You told him everything about me, apparently.
They most told me about it, like what they'd been doing. I don't know if they got specific into Fed's powers or not.
Oh, okay.
We were a little broad on what we did not cover. So,
okay.
Right.
It's like any good story. It starts with a background of minor characters. They haven't quite gotten to us yet.
Okay.
Would Kel be aware of druids and shapeshifting?
Where you've studied at? Roll me a history check. Let's see.
Jeez.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They're people of legends. There's very, very few of them in Comorder in particular, across the entire landscape. But every time you hear of one, they are a legend in their own right. There's the tunneling halfling who toppled down half of a city in one of the major metropolises. Apparently, for some reason, you're not quite sure why. There's the ones that have sacrificed themselves to seal away horrific outer-worldly beings that otherwise would be too powerful for individuals of their generations to handle. There's the ones that speak to the elementals above. That all of these are legends that you've heard of, but a druid is something that, yeah, they always seem to be legends.
And then you have Fen.
Scratching ass as Kel is thinking of scratching his ass as Kel is thinking of this.
I've read stories of your kind, and I didn't think I would meet a druid on this journey. I mean, the only ones I've heard of are, and I'll list off some of the ones that you talked about. Yeah.
Yep.
And before he talks about our murder victim.
Oof.
Yeah, I've met a druid as well. Were they the vampires were druids, right?
No, but what's his name was the
I just
leader.
Specifically him.
I just want to make sure the vampires.
He was it. Yeah, Emerson and Nero are druids.
Okay.
The rest of them aren't. They
Yeah.
just, they have druidic aspects.
Like a raven.
Similar to, I am in a Shari, but I'm a
Gotcha,
fighter.
yeah.
I assumed Kat kind of glanced over them murdering one of the leaders of Casino, just the fact that he was involved in something and died.
No, she would have said that he was directly responsible for certain things and helping further the genocidal agenda, and therefore had to be stopped. There was like the amount of depth. It would be like here, like there's some.
The bullet points.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what you can do, Kel.
I hope I can help.
Oh, I think you can help. Look at those giant arms. You probably just crush things, don't you?
Not normally.
Does he have a giant axe on him or anything? Some giant weapon?
I'm carrying a staff.
A walking stick.
Yeah.
That is giant.
Yeah, it is.
That'll
suit
still
him.
hurt someone.
Oh, you're fully aware of how bad they hurt. Emerson's weapon of choice is a long staff, his bow.
Mine looks like it's topped with a large, like a symbol of an eye. The
I don't know what that is. Is that like the group you're with? The eye thing?
that is one of the symbols of my god. Aiu.
That's you.
Indeed. Thank you, Samdi. I was just about to say the same thing.
Well, thank you. Bless you too. I'll do an actual blessing.
What is he doing?
I'm not quite sure. I have refused to interact with him so far.
Why?
I'll cast guidance on Fen as just a cantrip blessing. May the knowing mistress guide you in your next endeavor.
Oh, I can do that spell too. May the knowing mistress, blah, 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 guidance.
It feels exactly the same.
Are you telling me I could have just said guidance all this time?
Guidance.
You have to mention knowing mistress too. It requires both parts.
Yeah, knowing mistress. Guidance.
Jeepers, guys. Jeepers.
Well, I hope you don't be offended. If one of these elephants goes down, I'm definitely going to eat it. So I hope you don't get offended by this, Kel.
I'm not sure why I would be offended. I'm not an elephant, if that's what you're insinuating.
Wait, you're not awakened.
I'm a loxodon.
Is this like a Samdi situation where he's not like an awakened crocodile? He has like an actual group of people that are like lizard-like race.
Yes.
So you are an elephant-like race.
Yes.
Then bold of you to assume.
What?
Nothing.
I'm gonna stab you with the spear and figure out what you are.
You don't know his backstory.
Interesting.
I've been lying this entire time.
Okay. I'm learning new things. Thank you, Kel.
I'm happy to teach anyone anything I can. The spreading of knowledge is central to the tenements of my faith.
He's gonna be perfect for his entire trip.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to send Fen a psychic link. Does he accept the call?
I accept the call. I'm still attuned. I'm not attuned to the fire item.
Yeah, fair.
Oh.
I have to be attuned to Blackfeather.
Oh, you attuned to Blackfeather.
I did attune to Blackfeather while I was gone. Is that bad?
You're gonna find out at some point.
Oh no!
You cannot willingly let go of it.
Yeah, I know that. That was already an issue prior to this.
Yeah, but that was an issue that could be solved by barking through words. You cannot willingly let go of it.
Anyway, I send Fen a message, and it's just going to be, how fast do you think you'll talk if I give him haste?
Probably normal speed. I actually was thinking that it was that spell that Katarine always uses, but just like left over on him, like a residual effect. Like it messed with his mind, and now he talks so slow.
Just permanently under the effects of slow.
Yeah.
Do you think you have a deeper voice, or it'll just say things slower?
I can't believe it could go any deeper. But we should get him. He'll be the perfect storyteller for the entire trip. No longer is it Monkey's stories about himself. Now he can have all kinds of stories. We're you getting tired of Monkey just talking about all the adventures he went on?
Oh, I've blocked him out.
Yeah, you can just like cover your ear holes.
No, not even that. He just does not exist when I don't want him to. Fucking peanuts up in here. Anyway.
So, Fen, you have no idea what everybody's doing up here, by the way.
Yeah, why are we here? Why did I find you all here?
We teleported
In the first place.
from the Iron Whisper back to Casino, and now we're traveling to the High Stag tribe to try and make allies for the upcoming fight.
Who? The fuck is the High Stag tribe? Why aren't we planning to go and kill him? Like, well...
This is part of planning to kill him. Do you think that, say we go and murder Silk, and do you think that his hordes would let us back into Casino?
His whores?
Hordes. There's a D in that.
And both were.
Yes, that was the question.
You shouldn't talk about Lakudra like that.
She wouldn't if Bart was here.
Wow.
He wouldn't stand up for that.
You don't talk about my wife like
My wife was not actually my wife.
Dummy mummy.
Right.
I'm assuming we're not in front of the tomb anymore. Like, this has been traveling.
No, you've moved past it.
It's not just Silk that we need to take care of. It is the...
Yeah, where did Vance die?
Hmm?
Where did Vance die, by the way? Like, where is... You said he's on ice or something, but...
It was east of here, where the sand meets grass at the villages of the Iron Whisper.
West.
So they killed him.
West of here.
Actually, that's a remarkably close comparison.
What?
They created these golems that are magically. They are magically given intelligence and movement and things like that, and we were willing to take care of a problem in the magic by disabling them in order to receive their help, both with their manufacturing capabilities and a weapon for a monkey.
So
one of the things that they did
more?
was,
They're helping us even more now because we lost someone, so they should be, and we dealt with their situation, so they should be even more grateful for.
To be honest with you, I've sent them messages, but I've not received anything back. The final task for them was to disenchant and disable a golem that they created out of their own treasure hoard. And
I can't wait till I learn Earthquake.
And no, it's
Totally unrelated.
Is it unrelated? If I'm figuring out the town that killed Vance?
No, it's not unrelated. It's difficult to talk about.
It's fine. I just need to know kind of where they are and if they were the cause of it. That's fine. If they choose not to assist us now, that's just something for later.
Yes, I have not heard a response to any of my messages.
Hell hath no fury like Fenn's scorn.
So, but we managed to obtain a weapon for Monkey and eventually subdued the golems. But we did not wait around to make contact with that group. As soon as the magic did not work, we teleported back to casino to try.
You said it didn't work, so I guess we'll try and figure something out after everything's said and done.
Right. I did not have much space to elaborate, but
it's alright.
We assumed that, or it was confirmed the magic did not work because there was interference. Vance's soul, whether he did it or we're not sure, but when he died, his body changed to that of having elven influence, and that was the result of selling his soul to a devil, and the devil collected his payment. Which is what interfered with my ability to use the tier.
So we just need to get his soul back.
From devils.
Okay.
And as much as it was something that we wanted to take care of now, I don't know how to get there, and I don't know what kind of magic to use, and
well, I'm coming to find out that I have to go to a lot of all of these estranged, weird places now in the past week. Some people from... This is... Everyone can hear. This is all, like, on the elephants. As Fenn's just kind of shouting this. Since there's nothing else out here with us. When I made contact with Levy when we were up in the northwest, I saw like, you know, like if like you were to like, if you could physically like look through, like if you're like moving through a tube super fast and everything's just flying by you. So it was like that, but like then I just saw like a place, like overhead.
It's the same feeling I get when I look through Misha's eyes.
And I saw three different places. And one of those places contacted me like a week ago. And one of the places is hell that I have to go to.
Are you being metaphorical or literal?
No, I literally have, one of the places was in hell.
Then can you travel to those places?
Not yet.
I'm sure we can find a way.
Monkey, if you're a god, then have you dealt with devils? Like gone there and fight them?
What would you like me to roll, Joey?
Deception.
To see if I know of, or how do I phrase this? Because it's not really memory, but see if I want to know if I...
Religion check.
All right, here we go.
Let's go with a religion check. That sounds reasonable.
Yep, sounds reasonable to me too.
I can't
Let me
guidance
take
this,
off.
can I?
Sure you
could.
can. You're actually just
Power of
asking him.
Sarenrae, guidance.
All right, awesome. Here we go. That's a D4, right?
Or power of Ioun.
Yes.
It is a D4 on top of it. Yes.
Ooh.
Ominous
Roll your
dominus.
D4.
4, baby. Come on.
Oh,
that's
close.
close.
23. 23 is pretty good. You never had that power, but you are aware that the planar gates are kept by a specific entity of planar travel. A bit of a jokester, a bit of a chaotic person who doesn't really... He has to be tricked into doing the right thing that is intended and asked. Because some people find him, ask him, hey, can I go to the elemental plane of fire? And he interprets it differently and sends them to a completely different place. Because he thinks it'd be funny.
Plane of water. Have fun.
Personally,
Yeah,
like molten lava underwater, sure. I personally have not been there yet, but there's many places I have not traveled to. There's a few islands I would like to go to, some places along the coast. Anyway, I what's the word? Digress. I have not been there personally, but there is. It's not too hard to go. There's a person there that, from what I understand, quite a funny fellow, actually, from the stories I've heard. But yeah, you just ask them to go, and they take you, more or less. Similar to, it's like, going to like a plane of, I don't know, fire or water or one of the other planes.
So we just have to find a gate that's wide open and angels in front of it. We trick the angel to let us in, and then we go in. Because that's what we did the last time we went to the plane of fire.
Yeah, I guess you could trick. Yeah, why not? They like a laugh. They like a bit of a joke. So yeah.
I guess they can just look at me.
It's good to have you back, Ben. Very good. Joey, quick question. I know Cat and Bart are on the same elephant. They're on the same, I guess it's camels that have humps. They're on the same elephant, and I'm just picturing in the canopy. And then would it be Monkey and Kel or Monkey and Fen? Because I think Somdi was feeling distrust for Kel. How is our travel arrangement?
My assumption is that Somdi is not with Monkey.
That was my assumption too, but then he said that he didn't something about Kel, so I wasn't sure.
Somdi, Cat, Bart,
Kel on his own.
Monkey, Kel.
Oh.
And now Fen shows up.
I'll sit with Monkey and Kel.
Yeah, Monkey and or Monkey and Fen can be with Kel. Is there room for 3 of us, or does it have to be? Yeah, he's medium. Kel's medium, so.
Kel's medium, but he does weigh like 400, 500 pounds. But the elephant can more than carry him plus 2 others. It's just all of the baggage and everything has to be on the other one, meaning all of your everything.
Mental
is strapped
issues.
To the other one.
Father, no.
Except for Blackfeather. That thing's in grip.
Well, I mean, obviously you keep your weapons on your person. I mean, like your backpack, your extra rations, everything like that has to be on the other one.
It's really been hard for me to pick things up, having to, have this in my hand 24/7.
Just tuck it between your legs as you're, like you would have.
Well, I mean, you can strap it to yourself.
I know.
You're fine. It's just you can't leave your possession.
My bridges.
Exactly. So, you all ready to keep traveling, moving forward?
Who is the High Stag tribe, by the way? Group.
I would imagine that they're a bunch of deer people that sit around and campfire and.
They were a group of mercenaries that Vance told everyone about, that he'd heard about in town.
Oh yes, that's right.
Fine, we'll go look for this, but only for Vance.
Already. So, as you all are traveling, the winds are more chaotic out here, and you look out over towards the west of your current location, and you can still see the large plume of fire in the air from the Burning Heart dunes that you left. Kel, you're looking at your map, and your map doesn't have that feature on it.
The map I have must be out of date. There's no mention of
What about the
burning
month?
fire out here. A month?
Yes.
You really have to update your maps more frequently, Kel. Just they have all these new updates that come out a lot.
It's generally best just to set it on auto update.
Right, there's
Yeah, this is new.
Right, we had to deal with it when we were here last time.
Had to deal with it. You guys made it. Since we're just telling Kel everything.
And we did make it. But it was that or deal with the effects of the purple sands that had been washed into puddles from the rain that someone caused.
He already knows.
So we decided that instead of having such a difficult area to traverse, we would just make it traversable while dealing with the danger.
It's hard to cross. Let's just make it so no one can cross it.
Exactly.
Seems reasonable.
I feel like it was a reasonable choice.
So, as you're all traveling out here, the sands begin to shift into a slightly more orangish color. Just large drifts from the Mercy Waste that have moved all the way out here, revealing a encroachment of that sand. Apparently the winds have been pushing more heavily towards you all to carry it this far. As you've been traveling outwards, you start to notice the sand begins hardening. There's bits and patches of dirt underneath your feet. Solid, craggy slabs are clanking underneath the sounds of your elephant's large hooves, I guess?
Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah, I guess.
No, because they have toenails on the side. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Underneath their feet.
Yeah.
Let's go with
Yes,
that.
perfect. Perfect.
I forget. Is anyone here handy with the cloth and the tailoring craft?
No.
Yeah, we must find a tailor when we get to town.
Do you need to make something?
Well, I was just thinking if we could take a bit of cloth and stretch it from one part of the
Elephant?
canopy to the other one, and you can lay in it and kind of swing and drift while we travel. Hammock.
I could always just use some webbing you guys could save if I ever turn to, And it's invisible, so people would think you're like laying on like air.
Oh, that would be, yes. Just like when I'm riding my cloud. Love it.
Yeah, still have not seen you ride that ever.
Cloud, where are you? And I'll whistle. I cannot speak English.
Roll me a D100.
No English today.
None. None for you.
It's still being fickle.
Just waiting on the one, and you'll get struck by lightning.
Cloud.
On a 100, you find your cloud. On a 1, your cloud finds you. But anyways, as you all are heading just a little bit further more, I would now like an investigation roll led by 2 individuals.
I will do that.
I could help her.
Yeah, I
Sure.
would imagine you're probably...
Don't worry, I got this.
There's nothing.
Nothing. Keep going.
Pat, you start noticing in the craggy area with the softened stone underneath your feet that there are markings on it. The markings are written in a unique language that you don't seem to get. Actually, maybe you do. What languages do you understand?
Somehow not very many. Celestial, Common, and Yuan-Ti.
That's it?
That's one out of
Yeah, I don't know if
report?
it was something that went wrong with my character creation or what.
I think you just overlapped languages.
That's possible.
Well, you also understand Celestial.
So, I don't know. That's something I need to look into.
Yes. Yeah. You don't recognize the language, but you recognize the script. Same primordial S script as Yuan-Ti.
Interesting. It's the same script as Yuan-Ti. Does
If
anyone speak language that would work with your script?
I just realized something.
What languages do you speak, Cal?
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Infernal, Loxodon, and Primordial.
Wait. Common?
Abyssal,
Try again.
Celestial, Infernal, Loxodon, primordial.
Okay. It is a primordial and Loxodon script.
Arrow, I just whispered something to you. I mean, Joey. Sorry. No lie.
Can I?
It is one of your languages.
Kat, did you point out the script?
Yeah, she would have shown it to everyone.
I will attempt to read it.
You squat down.
Burp.
High Stag Tribe. Offerings accepted for conversation. Drop into sand above.
What is this, a receptacle?
So, my elementary school days, if I recall, we must deposit here something. You know, those things that people like, what's it called? My followers leave these for me all the time. Offerings. We must deposit an offering here. Maybe the spear, or
No.
I joke.
You know, I've really had to, you know, relieve myself when I just deposit something for them and they'll come running.
We could, and I'll pull out.
Sorry, I've been in a bad mood lately. Maybe it's the whole Vance dying thing.
I understand, and I will toss a platinum piece where it says deposit.
Bing! You flick the platinum piece directly north of where you see the script is, and you all watch as the sand, as soon as it hits it, becomes moist and slowly absorbs it into it.
Moist.
Stop it, Carl. No.
A moment later, you all hear galloping coming from behind you. About 6, maybe more, sets of different galloping creatures moving towards you all. And as you turn to look over at them, we're going to go on break. When we get back, you are going to be meeting the High Stag Tribe. You're back. Hello and welcome back, everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump back in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you're interested in joining any of our games, including this one, you can reach out to me and let me know. We have an open slot opening up starting next month, so we'd be more than happy to integrate you in and get you set up with all of us. That should be all of my shameless self-promoting. Let's get into it. Where last we left off, the party had met back up with Fen, who was a little bit upset with all of them for letting quite possibly his favorite person in the party, other than his scaly brother, die. Now, after having a conversation about the circumstances and revealing why his soul could not be brought back, he came up with a fantastic solution of, yeah, let's just go to hell and free him, when we can. Just get his soul back from the devil. Shouldn't be that hard. And maybe that's something we do in the future. Who knows? Aside from that, you all continued your journey, where you came across an open platform or an open stoneworked flooring out here in the sands that mimicked a phrase that most of you did not understand, but Katarine forgot how to speak the language, and then, oh yeah, now I remember.
Gotta find that file.
Yeah. Pluck it. Just like SpongeBob. Where you found out that you have to give an offering to speak with the high stags. After Monkey tossed in a platinum piece, you all heard galloping coming from behind you all and creating a crescent around your group. You see this large grouping of wild sand centaurs. They all are looking at you carefully, watching you. Some of them are drawing their weapons already, and others are just stalking from side to side to investigate. The one in the front takes a couple of steps forward. Howdy, how we doing?
Joey, I whispered you, and I will say...
Not what I was expecting. Great, though.
Okay. No, I have to concentrate extra hard on my accent, so I don't slip into my natural one. Thank you, Joey.
Monkey.
Yes, and so I will speak to him in a different language, and I will say,
"Yep.
I tell you what, been a good day out here. How you doing?"
Sands have been all right. Farming been okay.
Good.
Can't complain much. Katarine, you understand what they're saying a little bit. The difference is, don't put it in on stream. You can do it, just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather not show it. Katarine, it's kind of the difference of listening to somebody from Mississippi and then listening to somebody from Texas in languages. Like, you speak Texan perfectly. They're speaking Mississippi. So, like, you kind of got it, but it's a little like, what?
Do you happen to speak common? We make decisions in a group, and I would like everyone to be able to speak openly.
Yeah, of course I speak common. What do you expect?
I did not mean it as an insult. It was more to include the rest of our members here.
Listen, just because we are bounty hunters for hire doesn't mean we ain't educated. All right? We got schooling.
Of course. The intelligence is part of making a good hunter.
All right. The name's Leonard. Comes trotting up over. Leonard Stagg. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Monkey. I'll speak in common, but now I have an accent. Nice to meet you. I'm Monkey. You got here, Finn. That's Cat and Bart, and big fella here is Kel, and over there that guy, Somebody.
How you doing, Somebody?
I just kind of like look up from like rooting through my bag and just hi.
Pleasure.
You too.
So, we got your offering. What y'all need done? Somebody need killing. Somebody need hunting.
Yes to both.
So, all right.
Hey, hang on.
This
is just how it works? We just put an offering in. You guys show up out of nowhere, and we just get. How many of there are you?
What, you looking for something more ritualistic? What, you want a blood contract?
I'm just saying I don't even know who you guys are.
We're the High Stag. Best damn bounty hunters these sands ever
Look like
got.
horses, not stags.
Trots over to you now, Fen. Towering on the horse-like body. Taller than even Kel. And just leans over towards you. Listen, little boy. There ain't nothing wrong with being born a little different, all right? A lot of you humans seem to think that not looking like you is a bad thing. And if we're going to be dealing with some racists, that ain't our call.
Well, you are going to be dealing some racists, but that's who we're hiring you to kill.
Oh, shit. Well, I get you a discount. I will let you know, though, we got a couple of rules. We don't do kids, unless the kid's an asshole. In which case, it could be negotiated.
Finn, you better watch out.
He steps away, and the tail kind of, like, whips across your face, Fen.
I'm gonna turn him into glue if he does one more thing.
I doubt you could turn into him, so it might be a waste of time.
I apologize for my acquaintances here. They got some learnings to do.
All right.
Santi is going
It's a
to
monkey.
step up to next to Monkey. Yes, Santi steps next to Santi.
Hello.
Fools that you were! I was preparing the clone.
That's what you were doing outside that windmill. Got it. Okay.
Yep, exactly. Clones. No. Taking out like a notepad of sorts. And says, well, we've been through this show. I was going to say something, but I feel like that would be a bit inappropriate. We've been through this song and dance before. Let's see. Genocidal racist megalomaniac.
Right.
Extremely genocidal, actually. One true race sort of genocidal.
Destroying traditional ways of life.
Let's see. Do you have anything against or for Deva of He Who Shall Not Be Named?
Deva of He Who Should Not
Pestill.
Be. Oh. Shit, we give offerings to Pestill all the time.
Oy.
Anybody we kill, we bury.
How appropriate to...
We figure not to piss off any of the gods if we can help it, you know? They're fickle creatures.
They are.
Touching the quickly touching the earpiece. What the fuck do we do now? Are they like...
The fact that we
Brilliant.
have a cleric of Pestill who is willing to help us, I think that it's
negotiable?
I think it's negotiable, yes.
Alright.
So wait, you don't want me to kill a god, right? Because I'll tell y'all right now, you can just go fucking shove it.
No, we just want some support.
Right.
In this, the person that we're going after definitely holds a lot of power and people, and we don't have many of us, but having others to support our efforts, I think, is what we're looking for.
So you ain't looking for a bounty. You're looking for a cavalry.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be expensive.
Can we word this contract in the form of a bounty for specific individuals?
Yeah, of course.
And do you do favors for favors? Or is it
I
coin?
think that having the future, when people take back over, get casino back into its rightful way, having casino in your debt would be a huge boon for the High Stag tribe.
Hold up, boy. Are y'all trying to overthrow the government?
Oh no, we have the government support.
It's more of a civil war situation.
So, casino is split.
Yes.
And you're trying to get us to join your side.
Red or blue?
Yes.
Well,
Red-blooded all
No,
the
no,
way.
we're
through.
trying to get you to join the side of righteousness and anti-racist. Is what we're trying
Hell
to do.
yeah, brother.
I'm going to send the psychic message to Fen. Please stop.
Okay.
Monkey hasn't spoken in without that accent. He might still believe that that's his accent.
The situation is this. There is one man who is leading a coalition of tribes who has done previously and plans to kill the traditional Abaquan people in order to further his own idea of what a purified casino would look like. Culturally, racially. And we have issue with that. But the problem for us is that we are taking on the man himself when the man himself has followers. And we wish to put the numbers game more into our favor.
My eyes are darting around as these things are moving in closer and circling us, like a standoff.
That is something that we would be looking to hire you to do. Is to take care of the followers if this thing comes to a large battle, that we aren't the only ones on the field.
I don't think he probably looks kindly on brother cousins like you all do.
We believe in taking care of our own above all else.
Exactly.
Now, you need a cavalry. Let's call it like it is. You need people to come in here, stomp some jaws, beat the piss out of some piss ants. That covers
Yes.
it.
Amen.
Tell me the name of this individual that you are trying to recruit us up against.
Silk.
Oh, shoot. Sorry to tell you, sweetheart, but he gave me a similar offer to that a few days
Son
ago.
of a bitch.
Oh, what did he tell you?
He said these people are trying to disrupt our way of life, disrupt our culture that we've been a part of for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Well, butter my butt and call
And-
me a biscuit.
He offered me 10,000 gold for your head, points at Katarine. 15,000 for your head, points at Fen. And 3,000 for your head and your head, points at Samdi and Monkey.
Only worth that much.
He'll look at Bart. 8,000 for you. You ain't on the bounty order, points at Kel.
There's like a widespread psychic message to the rest of the party. Son of a bitch. Only 3,000.
Now,
Somebody's insulted.
They don't know what I'm capable of.
that's part of your whole deal, Samdi.
Yeah, everyone underestimates you, Samdi. How do you think you're still alive?
It's about the principle.
But I'll tell you one thing. Does he represent himself to be a traditional, way of life kind of person?
Yeah. Talk to him myself.
I'll pull out a letter. The letter from him to Zyrens talking about the sands and that sort of thing.
Reaches into his side saddle and pulls out a pair of glasses, puts them on.
That's written in his own hand to Zyrens.
Zyron's the one y'all assassinated, right?
Yes.
First off, if there's an assassination attempt going to be had, you should really contact us. We're the professionals here. Y'all did a sloppy job. Hand you back the note. All right. Out of professional courtesy, you expect me to believe y'all because you have a note. This individual has made countless orders with all of us.
Well, he may have
before.
He may have some money, but let's just say his cornbread ain't done in the middle.
Okay.
He'll nod with you, monkey. Ain't that the truth?
At this point, Bardakov will offer up something. There's I can capable of making it so that we're only able to tell the truth. If you want to verify, it is something that I can do.
How I know you telling the truth about that?
Well, he's gonna cast a spell. You say an obvious lie, for example, or a personal lie, I don't care. If you cannot physically speak out said words, you can verify that, or you could believe what you want to believe. We're still just trying to convince you.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on that.
Can I give him advantage?
No, but an 11 against a very charismatic duo, you and Bart. And he'll look over towards you. There ain't no horse plague going along with what they're spreading, right? Looking at you, monkey.
Nope, they speak the truth. After all, there ain't no education in the second kick of a mule. You're good.
This is the section I leave on. This?
Go ahead. Cast your magic, Tin Man.
And he will. He'll do Zone of Truth. And Catherine will willingly fail.
He fails.
What is it? Wisdom save? Charisma.
Yeah.
A big difference for this guy.
Is it though? He seems like both a very wise
Charisma.
person and a...
It is charisma save?
Mm-hmm.
He fails. He can no longer make that fake accent.
3. All right. Leonard fails.
And Buttercup
Alright.
will go, try to say something that is a lie.
You're very handsome. Right. Good to know.
And Buttercup will have... Can you cast it on yourself?
Oh, it's
Okay,
everybody
so he will have
within
failed
range.
as well.
So everybody has the charisma save.
Yep.
And he's...
I'm not close enough.
So... He'll fail. Catherine has willingly passed under the truth.
Right. And we'll do it this way. And I will use my I guess I don't need to whisper it because Bart will know. I will. Why not? I'm going to use my game advantage.
Why?
As
He
it's
doesn't wanna
Asa we're
tell the
talking
truth.
about.
It's true. Okay.
Alrighty, you are successful. All right. So, first questions first for all of y'all. Why do you want Silk dead?
He's a genocidal, murderous, racist asshole.
Samdi, you did willingly fail,
Yes.
correct? Okay.
I lost my home met led to what I meant like him.
Oh, and he killed my entire tribe.
That's good motivation. Good motivation. Second question. After Silk is dead, what do you plan on doing to Casino in the Abaquan Desert?
I plan on doing jack shit.
For me, I was raised in the ways of governance and politics and rule, and I learned quite a bit through personal difficulties that it depends. That your ability to rule depends on your advisors, and I hope to stay to help stabilize the situation, at least for a time.
And for me, you can just say that the desert people, Casino, they have a right to rule themselves. And as far as this maniac goes, God don't like ugly. We need to make this place better looking.
Next question. How are y'all anticipating compensating us?
I look at Kat.
I have gold myself. We have party funds, and we have connections in town for additional funds, as well as could offer other services that personally that we could be able to do. I, from myself, am skilled in the arcane arts.
We ain't got much need for trades of services for the average individual. What we like is numbers. Give me your numbers.
I want to insight check. No, wait, I'll wait a bit. Can I perceive their equipment? See how expensive it is, how well kept it is, if it's magical or not? Just to see how, well off they are.
Roll me a perception check.
And we lost Kat.
Oh.
I killed her.
Could I do a perception? Not for that, but I'm trying to see if there are any more of the stag tribe.
I want to use...
Than just the ones in front of you?
I want to use my game advantage, by the way.
Go for it.
16.
And roll yours as well. 21. Fen, behind you? Yeah, there's a few more of them. Hidden farther away.
I will do a. I know somebody will probably eventually do this too, but I will do an insight check to see if I can get kind of a glimpse into maybe what he's asking for.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
And that's insight. Where are you? $15.
He seems to well, let me answer Samdi's question first. Samdi, 16. Their equipment has some wear to it, but it's wear of use, not wear as in neglect or poor quality. Their satchels and saddlebags are all very nicely crafted. Presumably, maybe even magical on some of them. You wouldn't put it past it as that quality of craft. As for their weaponry, they have pikes at their sides, which every single one of them, their pikes seem to be magical. And the leader, Leonard, that you've been speaking to this entire time, his hooves have these silverish trims around the edges, which would suggest magical as well. You'd imagine they're pretty well off to keep an entire tribe this well outfitted. Not as rich as, say, a casino leader, but definitely more rich than, say, you.
All right. Somebody will look around and he'll say, apparently she lost us. Katarine, she said, I lost you instead of... Sorry, that was just how it happens. Yeah. Well, anyway, somebody's going to look at all of them. I'm not going to insult you by saying that you look like you could use the money, but since you are all very well equipped... The fuck was that sound? Okay. So you're probably doing this just... besides the point. I'm gonna throw a ballpark here and say... God, I don't know what the economy's like in D&D at all, so I'm just gonna... Can I make like a history check to see like how much money it will cost a government to equip a cavalry?
Probably good 10,000, 15,000.
We begin with a ballpark in all negotiations. 20,000.
That's a good place to begin negotiating. Now, your insight, monkey, would discern that they seem to be entertaining the idea of profiting off of you all, but you have the sense that the offer on the table from Silk is indescribable for how much he is offering in total. I mean, for wiping all of you out, that's 50,000. Pretty good. Or sorry, that's 40,000. You think financially they're intrigued with money, but they might be more enticed by power.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
So this here silk filler, he He's no good. We need to get rid of him to help out Casino and the people of the desert. I trust y'all would make far wiser and better decisions than he could. I don't care what happens to his treasure. Maybe you get a portion of it. But more importantly, I think it would be in the interest of all the desert if he were to be replaced by y'all.
You're offering high stag tribe a seat at the table.
I believe that's where you belong.
And a portion of his wealth.
Exactly. And I will...
We'll take 70% of it.
I'll look at the group. Does anyone disagree with them taking 65?
I do not. And I think that the things that you ask for, a seat at the table, having a voice in the direction that your community takes, I think that is more than fair.
D is going to duck a bit behind Cat as he kind of moves out of the way because those two are contributing now. And I want to... They didn't... How many ornaments do they have around them? Like necklaces, earrings, that sort of stuff.
They have a good bit of jewelry. Most of it is chains of coins strapped around their bodies. The horse torso.
The horse, yes.
Yes.
I wanna pop into the mind of this high stack tribe member.
Right there?
Yep. The only one within range.
Alrighty. That one's mind is... Banner better know what he doing. I was looking for an easy payday on these guys. Killing all of them? Easy money. They don't even know we're sneaking behind them.
I'm essentially just going to be taking steps around, popping like connections to anyone I can get within 30 feet of.
Right. You pop into this one's mind. Dude, Leonard, sounds like a lot more work. Be nice to have a voice, though. Pop into this one's. Oh, man, I could open up my own stables for us. Oh, that'd be so nice. Room and parlor?
Might I, as he's doing that, can I insight the way that the negotiations have been going? I'll
Sure.
use one of my advantages. 17.
17. He asked for 70% of Silk's wealth, as well as your 20,000, as well as to replace Silk's position within Casino. And your counteroffer lowered by 5%. So he gets 65% of Silk's wealth plus all of that. Negotiation seems to be pretty favorable for y'all.
Right, but also, so what, as a player, I'm understanding is it's money is important, but it's not just about money. Is that something that Catherine would be picking up as well?
Yeah, the seat of power seems to be enticing them much more strongly.
You know, it has been one thing that I noticed, that the moment you give someone a chance who has not had, as you say, a seat at the table, when you bring those voices forward, that's a truly, I think, when the best for everyone comes about. I think that the offer from Silk with the bounties on our head, sure, easy money, right? It's a chunk of money right now. But what are you doing to protect your legacy? What are you doing to ensure that your people have a way to be a part of your community in a different way? There are, sure, money can lead to a lot of things, but at the same time, is that all that you and your people are?
Roll me persuasion. With advantage from everybody else. And because y'all have a good fucking offer on the table.
Fuck.
It's not bad.
I know, but I have a +7.
Y'all have the 20,000 up front on you right now.
Bounty, while Kat was doing her little plea, has been feverishly like going through the minds of people.
There's a general atmosphere of money would be nice. It'd be less work just to kill these guys. They're here now. And there's also a bit of just like, it could be good to finally have a static home.
How much did we need up front?
120. We don't have that.
We don't have it up front.
No.
I don't think many people carry that. I could be wrong, but I don't think many people carry that kind of
Before we
thing in the desert. But sure, you could have it up front. You can get money. You could kill us, for all I know. But what's more important is protecting the people of the desert and casino.
Are you saying, Fed?
Leonard, before we just continue this, why don't you just tell your boys to the west to come out?
Give it a little smile. If I signal them, they come in to attack. We'll stay there.
Leonard, you seem like somebody who cares about their tribe, their people. This desert doesn't really offer a lot when it comes to developing farther past farmland, growing crops, trade, getting to know those outside of your realm and influences. People have to come all the way out here just to make a tribute to you so you can come and talk to them, right? Yes, it has the austereness and the it takes a little more to come and get what they want from you, but that means also a lot less people. No, you don't seem like a holy man. You say you appease the gods because they're fickle creatures. Now, most people who are holy probably wouldn't refer to a god as a creature. So why would you want the seat that Silk's on that is all about religion?
Quite simple, actually. The seat he's on doesn't open up the path for others outside of his religion. Gods are fickle creatures. And if his power is seated around just gods, I ain't interested. But as far as I'm concerned, the Amon are about peacekeeping and convenience. Now that could be done through religion, sure. We'd be more than happy to keep doing what we've been doing. You got a god, it ain't trying to hurt nobody, give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
As non-objective individuals would be. And I kind of like our seclusion out here. They gotta work for it. Also puts us in positions of power. They gotta come to us.
It's not a one or the other thing. You could have both.
Exactly. I'll tell you what. We'll let all of y'all walk away tonight. Right now, leave our territory. Next time y'all come through here, you have 20,000. I know you're serious, not just wishful thinkers like a lot of people are. Give that to us. You got your cavalry. We're taking over that seat of power when you win. Taking over 65% of his wealth. We're building, of course.
Of course. Well, that deals my pickle. And I'll walk over to him and put out my hand. We'll see you when we have the 20,000. I'll reach out my hand to shake.
He'll keep looking down at Fen. Ignoring your hand that's right there.
Yeah, we'll leave.
You got a deal?
No, we'll leave. Just think about this, though, Leonard. We're going to go and do this soon. And I'm not going to go and get 20,000 gold to bring you. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So, your people, which you've already made the deal that we can leave. You already said that. And you seem like a man of your word.
Of course.
Fair. I appreciate that. But remember this. When the war happens, this battle happens, with or without your tribe, you can stay out here in your desert, secluded, and be remembered as a group people hire for assassinations, muscle, taking people out for bounties, and that's fine. Or you can be a part of something a little bit bigger than just hitting one target here and there. So, this is your opportunity leaving. We appreciate you meeting with us and seeing us and allowing us to leave, despite the offer you already had for all of us. I don't know how much it is total, but if I wanted to make a name for my tribe to go on in books that Kel writes that get stuck in there and people see for forever, they'll never forget because they can always read it, always talk about it. But hey, you're the leader. You make these decisions.
And may I add, Zyrons could have been saved. Silk let him die. That was his number 2 in casino. Something to think on.
I start to speak in the language that I spoke to him when he came up. Well, and I look at Finn. Bless his heart. He means well, even though he needs some etiquette lessons, some learnings.
Before you continue, intimidation, Fen.
Could I have assisted because of the comment about Zyron?
Yeah.
You have a higher strength, Fen?
You can use strength instead of charisma.
He's a Fen. It's like
rolls, yeah.
dump stats, both.
I mean, why would you need physical stats if you're immune?
No, I don't know what his stats are.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and you can replace it with strength
They're
instead of charisma. Okay.
You said I had advantage because Cat was helping? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That 20,
Right.
come on.
Cat's being aggressively petted by a cat.
I am.
Cat petting a cat, petting a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Continue, monkey.
As I was saying, bless his heart. He means real well, even if he doesn't have the etiquette and proper learning. You can see the passion in him. He speaks from the heart, even though the words ain't always right. So, we'll be back. he made a few points, but we'll be back. I trust that. I trust you more than you. I trust you more than I trust the other person we were speaking of earlier. I know you'll do the right thing, and we'll see you soon.
Keeps looking down at you, Fen.
Fen's at like this edge right now because of what happened with Vance and everything else, that he's just
He'll get in his head. Save it. Use it later. Not here.
the earth is slightly tremoring just a little bit around him.
Leaning down, looking you dead in your eyes, maybe 2 feet away from your face. I see where you stand, boy. Usually takes a bit more years for your balls to fall that hard. He'll slap you hard on the shoulder, Fen, revealing his strength, which is fucking strong.
Dude, fuck.
Not as strong as a certain vampire you've been hanging out with, but fucking strong.
Ayun.
We'll be camping outside. As far as I'm concerned, man that'll let his own people die ain't a man at all. We're taking that seat of power. We're taking the 70% of wealth now. That's our deal. He'll stick his hand out to you, Fen.
I look forward to seeing what you can do with this seat, Leonard. And I'll shake his hand.
Look at everybody else. Take a couple of trots backwards. I do got one thing to ask. It's been a while since we were in the cavalry. Y'all get any higher quality armors? They're all strapped with studded leather.
We can definitely get you all suited up for this.
All right.
You just might need
How do you feel about...
They'll come out of your budget.
Yeah. How do you feel about Duragar?
Yeah. Dwarven steel good with you?
Yeah. He'll smile. They all start trotting away. Some of them seem a little annoyed that they're not getting immediately paid. Others are more intrigued by the circumstance. But you have gained the respect of the High Stag tribe. Congratulations. Then you get to exhale that puffed up chest you've had for the past 20 minutes.
Dante is going...
He gets a pat on the shoulder from Kat.
Why did you offer 20,000 gold? We don't have that money.
That was supposed to be payment.
Well,
Look,
not everyone has this good sense that Ayun gave a possum.
I'm going to, in Monkey's mind, say, continue that accent for one more second. You will be feeling a headache worse than a night of drinking.
I'm sorry, accent?
And that's on your level drinking.
In his mind, he uses the accent.
Kale, it occurred to me, I don't think we did this before. And I will pull out, because I don't think we did, out of my pocket, I will pull out the earring that Vance had. Kale, if you could hang on to this until we get Vance back, it might benefit us.
Was Kel just riding the entire time?
Yeah, he would have just
Oh
been
my
like,
God, Kel!
He scripted the
he's
entire
just,
conversation.
he's just keeping notes
down,
on everything as you guys are talking. You're coming
That's
out
what I
very well,
pictured.
and you're coming out very well in this, though, Fen.
Kel, can you read back lines 556 and 5 to 575 for me? Leonard Stagg, and you think this is what happened? Our notary.
We are just going to walk away, but I'm not coming back with 20,000 gold. Just read back all of them, but in his tone of voice.
I love it.
You went from the best storyteller to the worst storyteller.
But an accurate storyteller.
Yeah.
No, you should really like fluff it up a little bit more. Like add some magic in there, you know?
There was magic. There was a zone of truth.
Cooler magic
Speaking
than
of
that.
fluff, did I ever tell you the story of
No. But Finn, you did very well.
I thought we were gonna be fighting. I got really nervous there.
It didn't show.
To be fair, I had been collecting names.
I want you all to realize there is something we need to realize though. He is a step ahead of us in trying to collect people.
That is
Think
true.
that- You think that might be why we don't? Shut the fuck up. Good. Okay then. Sorry.
You all watch as the high stags from the west are now just like casually walking past you all. Hey there.
Howdy?
I have an idea. Do we know of what race the Eben sisters are?
Kel, history
Okay.
check. You might fucking know. You do your research on everything.
Oh God, now with that roll.
Dang.
I mean, 15 solid. Eben sisters. So there are theories behind sisters. They're either sisters or they're spiritual sisters or
coven.
they're magical sisters or hags.
Or adopted.
There's like, yeah, like there's many options. Many options.
If they sleep, I have a way that I can reach them.
What does that mean? Can't you just call them anyways? You have that one thing where you can just like, hey, you.
Yes.
Oh, by the
but-
way, can you do that with the dwarves and let them know to start building armor fit for centaurs?
I can do that, yes.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
But that is limited in what we can say.
And we should probably also let we don't need to let them know that they're we should probably forewarn that what we gave up to or
I
what
can
we gave.
I'll speak to Shinari and have so that will be fine. What I am I've put the finishing touches on a spell wherein I can visit someone in their dreams. Having the Sandman and being dragged into the dream realm, it gave me ideas.
Mm.
So, it is it is something that I can communicate all night if I wish. It would be like being there. I can both act as a guest, or I can use it to torment. So, knowing if the Eben sisters are a race that sleeps, I could act as an emissary. tonight and see what their situation is.
Quick refresher for me. The Eben sisters, are they rumored to be just a coven? Do you have like a general idea besides just the name Eben sisters?
History check. Person with all of the information was Vance.
God damn it, Vance.
I know. I brought in a guy that knew more things, but he's distracted.
No. 7.
I said what I said. That is the best Dream Warriors was the best. Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm guessing you prefer the comedic Nightmare on Elm Street.
All of them were comedic. What?
I mean,
they're all comedies, right?
Mostly.
I don't think the first one was supposed to be.
Yes. Samdi, you have no idea.
Yeah.
I can always try it. Now try at the beginning of the night, and if it doesn't work, at least by the next morning I will still be able to use that kind of spell.
I have an idea. Could ask a friend of mine. Yeah, give me 5 minutes. And he walks off into a corner. Ben has something?
Question for all of us here. We need to send that. Where are we going to meet everyone? Because he knows about them now, so there's a good chance he's going to do his "I'm watching you from afar" spell. And
can we go to the big map?
Where should we need to start sending them to go places so we can start preparing.
Well,
why not Mount Dormant?
It is easily defensible.
We have allies there currently. It is close enough to casino that once we move out, there's not too much of warning.
Well, there is one good note. He wasn't scrying on them when we were talking. Do you think I don't have that spell constantly on?
Good point.
Wouldn't the best place to meet up would probably be Mount Dormant, wouldn't it? If you're planning on outfitting the centaurs.
Yes, that is what Kat said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard this. I did not hear you. I apologize.
No, you're good.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're all in agreement then.
Mount Dormant.
Yep.
I will
Quick,
message.
easy.
So, just to get my spell slots taken care of, I will cast Sending to Shanari. I will cast Sending to the Duragar. And I will cast, since he's already left, Sending to Leonard.
I can send something to Leonard, or I can just go talk to him.
And this is easier.
I have Animal Messenger.
It's okay, we got that.
Okay.
All right. So, you send to each of them, and I assume the general message is we're sending all of our support to Mount Dormant to keep it safe.
Right.
More or less?
Yeah, with adding to Shanari that we have negotiated to replace Silk on the council, to the Duragar to prepare armor for centaurs, and to Leonard just a more or less Mount Ornament and our primary ally in Casino is Shanari soon.
Okay.
So if you're looking to bring in a couple other groups, and I'm assuming the group can't afford to pay to outfit all the centaurs with Duragar armor, why don't you think about renegotiating the entire government of Casino. You don't just have to give up. We gave up Silk Spot, but why not make it a council and give all of them a seat at the table in exchange for helping?
The dwarves as well.
Give the dwarves a seat in exchange for making the armor.
The Black Mist.
The Black Mist. The Evans sisters. Whoever it is that will help as a big enough group. Offer to give them all a seat at the table and make it a council of
there would
6
be,
or 7.
What if
for one, there is Zyron's place that needs to be replaced.
I think that I'm assuming, Tim, are you saying this is Kel?
Yeah, I would be saying it's Kel.
Kel brings up a good point, though. The system we have is a big issue. And Casino could be the new heart of Abakwin. And all of these people are Abakwin people. Might not be Abakwins, but they all live here in the desert.
We break the wheel and break the whole system.
Why wouldn't you have people from all these places in this desert come here? They still have their homes, but they have their central figures a part of it. You can't lose the cultures of all those places, and that's what Casino is. It should be a cultural epicenter.
Like a hub.
Yeah, a hub. Monkey, you're lucky Tomdy's not here. He'd be very upset hearing you say it that way.
Something wrong with the word hub?
I think it's the...
No, you do have a point.
Draw.
You do have a point, Kel. This is something that I perhaps did not yet consider, but no, it is part of why Silk was capable of doing what he was doing was because of the structure of the city.
Right. If you put it just in control of a bunch of Abakwins as Silk considers Abakwins again, there's a chance that this could happen again. As opposed to if it's made up of a bunch of different races, they're all going to play off of each other in some form or another.
So we just make it like a pot of stew or something, where we all combine to make it good.
This is something we could offer to Lakudra.
Is Lakudra not a Bakwin? I don't know. Kel doesn't know who Lakudra is.
Half orc.
She's half orc.
Half a Bakwin.
But still.
A Borkin.
A Borkin.
More orc than Borkin.
Yes, and it's something. And I can use the same trick that I would try on the Evans sisters to contact Lakudra, because I now have a piece of her jewelry. Question, would a piece of hair been stuck in that piece of jewelry?
It took it from one of the dreads. Let me roll to see how tight those dreads were.
Yes.
You have a chart for how tight dreads are?
Roll for coil pattern.
Well,
I do.
Yeah, I mean, like... So, I don't know if any of y'all have ever, like, actually touched dreadlocks before, but they are tight as fuck, and there is not loose pieces of it. Like, it needs to be a little, like, rattly made for you to get hair out of it without, like, specifically
and here's the thing. If you're able to pluck it out of a tight dread, there's no way that goes unnoticed. Because that is the entire hair system being pulled and messed with.
No hair.
Okay.
No hair.
So no head?
Yeah. No, you have the jewel, but you don't have the
It was
hair.
like a dangly bit or something then.
Yeah, it was a
joke.
clasp that it just like peeled off the clasp.
Right.
Anyway, what was it? But I had a train of thought, but then the whole hair situation kind of ruined it.
So, Samdi, you were going to go ask somebody about something?
Yeah, I'm going to pick up the canary, just in 2 fingers. Can you send a message to Mama?
Both its head at you.
Can you ask Mama about the Eben sisters? I'll let him go if he decides to run off.
No, the canary's sitting on your finger. Just tilting its head, looking around.
Jesus Christ.
We just don't want to know anything about them.
Well.
Yep. Yes, hi, Mama.
Hello. The sisters are sisters. Of course. Not in a literal sense, but in a spiritual sense. They are called this because of their love for everything black and dark.
So
to them, the void of color is beautiful and houses secrets the rest of the world chooses to ignore. There's always 3 sisters of each generation. The long-lasting coven goes back as old as the sands of Abakwa. Yeah, it may have rolled an 8, but you have to remember Mama Vusi's fucking smart.
Mm-hmm.
These are not the original sisters, but they know each of the secrets from older generations. I know they have a unique magic I personally am unfamiliar with, called void gazing.
I'm going to be sending a message to Kat from my corner. And it's just going to be a couple words, and it's just, I found your spirit family.
After that, the canary in your hand passes out.
Yeah. And I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to, like, take out my bag and, like, move around the handkerchief. Just tuck it in.
Your nice little nest you made for your pocket canary.
Yeah. And I'm going to trot my way back to the rest of the party.
Sorry, I'm listening to my own playlist, and a song called "Witch" just came on.
Accurate.
Perfect.
Accurate.
I really wish somebody had picked up on that Mr. Facilier reference I made.
I don't even know what you
Princess and the Frog, the
yeah.
main villain.
Facilier. He's so good. I love him.
Facilier. The past, the present, and the future as well. Because I thought, like, the 3 sisters, like,
yeah.
the fates.
Oh, yeah. It's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, and he's going to say, I spoke to Mama, and she did clarify the Ebon sister situation for me. Essentially, they are the embodiment of... He looks at Kat. What's her dress like at the moment? I'm asking, is she goth at the moment?
She is. She has, for one, anytime they're out in the desert, she's got a black veil. And usually, from what you've seen, wears exclusively black.
Yeah, so to cut that description short, he just says, well, they're the embodiment of your fashion sense.
You have my attention.
Mama claims that they love everything black, dark, and secrets. Excuse you. They are not sisters in the biological state. They are sisters in spirituality. There's 3 sisters every generation, or there's always 3 sisters, 1 for each generation, I believe she said. And they have the ability to gaze into the void.
Is that something I would know anything about?
Roll me an Arcana check.
I've used one advantage. I'm going to use my second.
Righty.
That was almost a nat 20.
Almost. 22. Specifics about void gazing? No. That is a form of magic you've never studied, heard about, anything like that. However, it is believed in some theoretical groups and practitioners of magic that all magic stems from the void, from the outer planes past your universe, where incomprehensible entities have influenced this realm to create magic here. This is a theory for some practices, and of course it's backed by a little bit of logic, but there is no definitive proof.
It's like a quantum physics of magic.
Yeah.
Theoretical physics.
Like theoretical, yeah.
Yes, much better.
Theoretical magic, my god. We've gone full circle.
Yep.
We're back in the Dark Ages.
Well, it has been a while since I've done some void gazing.
Anyway, I will try tonight to contact one of them. Hopefully one of them are a race, it seems.
Who... What's the word again? Dress for the occasion. A good impression always starts with clothing.
Certainly. I can make myself look like what I want, and this is usually what I want.
Telling me I need to change?
You're not going.
Going where?
I'm visiting them in my dream. Well, their dream.
Well, I guess we should set up for the night then.
Yep. And while you're in that dream, just don't head for the light.
Right, monkey.
So, you all travel until nighttime. Set up a nice campsite for yourselves. A little bit more further north. Making sure to completely avoid the Inhiba. You are on the other side of the big fiery plume, so you should be safe theoretically. And you're going to cast Stream.
I am.
Roll that in chat for me, please. You set a creature stream. Choose a creature known to you as the target of this spell. The target must be on the same plane of existence as you. Creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be contacted by this spell. You or a willing creature you touch enters a trance state, acting as a messenger. While in the trance, the messenger is aware of his or her surroundings, but can't take actions or move. If the target is asleep, the messenger appears in the target stream and can converse with the target as long as it remains asleep. Through the duration of the spell, the messenger can also shape the environment of the dream, blah, 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 and saving throw. Okay. So you're doing this at night,
yes.
Correct? Now, one thing to make sure you're aware of with this spell, because it is the first time you're casting it, you do not get a long rest during the time that you are in dream.
That's okay.
Okay. You lie there in your trance-like state. As the others all take their watches, you lie there for 7 hours. And as dawn is approaching, one of the three sisters goes to sleep. You see the shape and whirling aspect of this area, a large bridge that steps over top of a pitch black cavern that leads over towards a throne. as you look over at the individual shaping this dream how they desire and walking over that bridge. A red-haired, very, very obsidian-like black complexion. Wearing all black, everything. Gloves, long stockings, shoes, dress, everything. And the individual is walking across this platform, and you see two more of them appear. One of them is not a human like the first one looks like. They're much more pale in their face. Dark eyes. As they're moving through, they have a little bit of a creepy aura around them. And then the third one appears to be a halfling with very curly, bouncy brown hair. As the three of them are walking across this bridge, they stop. And their attentions drift over to you.
I have come to seek the Ebon sisters.
The three sisters look at themselves and then up at you, you matching their aura appropriately. The halfling takes a step forward. Yes? We are the Ebon sisters.
Sorry, I just had a Hocus Pocus flashback. My name is Catherine. I am part of a group who is trying to protect Casino from a dangerous man. One who... his secrets and the lies that he has told endangers the entirety of the Abakwan Desert.
The pale, dark-eyed one speaks up. We are perfectly aware of Silk and his dealings.
It would not surprise me that you are.
The red-haired one looks over. And we have our own issues to be attending to right now.
And that those issues were taken care of.
They all look at one another and then back over at you. The three sisters raise their hands in unison, and Katarine, though this is your spell, you are being forced to come down towards them. Three witches in their mind. Difficult to control.
She'll go with it. She knows where she is.
You could contest them, but they seem to have a strong amount of will in here. As you land on the bridge behind them all, and they continue walking across it, stepping up onto a heightened platform where you see three thrones are placed equally far apart, and the one with the red hair lifts the halfling up into her chair, and the other two move into their chairs, sitting and rotating towards you. If you could solve our problem, we could be motivated to help you. Though, of course, the halfling yet again, we would not be able to directly interfere. That is not our style.
Sometimes the best use of magic is to change the environment and the context in which something is happening. Most people do not understand that.
The red-haired one looks over at you. You are very wise. Catherine?
Catherine, yes.
The halfling looks over at them, and the other two nod at the halfling. The halfling tilts her head over at you. You were one of the contenders for my seat.
It's actually just a style contest. It has nothing to do with magical ability.
That
How well
is-
do they pull off black?
That is a compliment I had not expected to receive. But one that is well taken.
Almost. The other two smirk. Yes. When one of our sisters fall, we need to be prepared to bring in another immediately. One who has our aptitude and calling. You were close to match what we desire for our siblings, but you are not perfect. Like our newest sister, Meredith. The one with the red hair reaches down towards the halfling and squeezes her hand, and the halfling smiles.
Fucking Meredith.
Could I ask what the difference was?
You do not gaze into the void like we do. That was it. Your comprehension is noteworthy. Your magical potential is nearing limitless. Your aesthetic is spot on. Well, we have standards.
Of course.
But you do not gaze at the nothingness. You're always looking at the light. That is where your power stems from. The one with the red hair has been suspiciously quiet, just watching you the whole time. Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Oh, shit.
All right, I need to look at your spell list real quick, Kat.
Mhm.
Okay. The only reason this is a success is because you have the spell. Her fingers moved in a way that you can tell she's detecting your thoughts. Just the surface ones, not diving deeper yet.
You know, you could just ask.
Where is the fun in that?
Very true.
So, we have a little problem. And if you are capable of solving this problem, we would be happy to help you with your little silk issue. Call it a trade of favor.
Certainly.
Where you currently are, the one with the red hair speaks up again. The Dark House. It was recently flooded. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Cat.
Fuck. Alright. Okay. 20.
Ooh. You're just barely successful.
Oh, thank Christ. Fen.
You feel her try to dive immediately into your mind, and you quickly fortify it as best as you can. And
we're making a deal.
Let's make no friends.
Here. There's negotiations.
Very well. The Dark House was flooded a couple of months ago.
Whoops.
There is a way for it to be drained, but the portal to the void needs to be reopened. And none of us are capable of holding our breath for that long.
Just think like Katarine pulls out a cigarette. Oh, really?
The halfling joins, or Meredith joins back in. Now, The void just needs to be opened so that the water can drain into it, and then closed. Very few voidlings ever are near our portal. I only got to look through it once, though. Correct. Our portal is remote. That is where we gaze at the past, present, and future. Would you and your companions you travel with be willing to drain the dark house for us?
That is something that we would be able to do, certainly.
Very good. Then, we are just getting to sleep right now. After our slumber, we will bring you all here.
May I ask another question of you?
The dark-eyed one looks over at you. You may. And she pulls back her hood, revealing a completely shaven head. And her ears are creepily pointed. Not like elven pointed, just
like off.
Weird. Yeah. No serrated teeth, though, so maybe not a man.
If I were to have interest in learning about this void, could we do a trade? I have some magic that is particular to my homeland. And although I am sure that your capacity for learning and discovering such magics is substantial, having it brought to your doorstep is a convenience.
Preposterous. Out of the question. We keep our magic to ourselves. There is no way we can teach someone that is not one of the sisters our way.
It was a question.
But you will obviously just learn whatever you can while you are down there. The dark-eyed one immediately looks over at the red-haired one. They seem to be telepathically communicating with one another.
I won't try to butt in.
The halfling throws her hands up in frustration. Then we have a deal. After our slumber, trust the dark dog that appears. He will lead you to us. Shall we remove you from our...
No, I can make my own way. Thank you for your willingness to meet this way, and we will meet again soon.
As you are walking opposite the bridge away from them, you notice the open railings on either side of you lead down into a place that is indescribable to your at all. Your mind can barely comprehend the darkness that resides all the way down there. You can't tell if it's infinite or full. It's just dark. And you open your eyes, and morning is now here, everybody.
It works.
I don't know. Katarine, there's just so many items just stacked on top of you. You stack items on a drunk person that's passed out on the couch.
Has everything stacked on you.
We are in luck. They're willing to meet. And it is a favor for a favor.
Ah, the favorite kind.
All I can say?
Did you offer them a seat?
Hmm?
Did you offer them a seat?
They did not seem interested in that sort of thing.
No, I don't know if we want them being part of the.
I shall make the offer.
And
It's
I think
been
Monkey.
a fucking day.
I think
Shut the
Monkey
fuck
that you should understand, all of you. These women are very dangerous.
Of course.
The Wilds, the mercenary group, because I can't remember the name off the top of my head. The Wild Stag, High Stag tribe. They would kill your body. These women, your mind is what they would destroy.
My mind's already pretty shitty, anyways.
Yes. Sounds like a regular lady to me. They can all be mind killers.
Just be on your best behavior, all of you.
Let's be fair. Does a monkey have a best behavior? Really?
His best behavior is saying nothing.
I hope that they know silence.
Hell, you might not be able to write this down. Like, this might be in like a footnote section that you can keep, but I don't think anyone else will be able to.
No, their foremost concern seems to be secrecy, and I would like to honor what they're about.
Jesus Christ, your birds are going at it.
Yeah, that's one boy. One of my boys.
Maybe they will.
Mama Vusi's upset.
We got a lot to say.
Yeah, I'm
Mama
sure
Vusi thinks I'm cheating on her.
Oh.
For kill.
You're the only hag for me, Mama.
Katarine would do her own mind connection with Bart and have that quick little. Oh, by the way, I was considered for that.
Role play with yourself. Come on.
Yeah. Later.
He'll
Yeah.
just shake his head.
But
just bring it back.
I just want to put that into the session that she would have told them.
Okay.
And him alone.
Honestly, Sandy would not be surprised if you told them that. She's like, oh yeah, that tracks.
Well, like, she'll say it in Celestial in his mind.
Yeah,
we're layers of protection here.
Yeah, no, but it's just like, I don't know what, like, Sandy, if he ever finds out, it's like, why the fuck did you hide that? I don't care.
I know, but it's, I don't know. She's just like, this is something she wants to have.
So I was, okay, side note, I was right. It is your spirit family.
Yeah, you are.
Katarine reveals all my secrets, but you get to keep hers.
I did not reveal your secret, Finn. In fact, they tried, and I did not allow it.
Kel, let me see the bio on me. Come on. Actually, you have to read it to me. I'm not gonna be able to read it.
Do you want Cal to teach you how to read, Fed?
Do you really want to take on that?
Cal probably would.
Oh, sure, Kel. Let's start.
He's already writing Monkey's autobiography, so.
Do you know Primordial, Kel?
Actually, he does.
We'll start there.
All right.
Wait a second. No, it's already canonical. You know how to read Primordial.
Yeah, I do know how to read Primordial. Yeah.
It's pictures.
Yeah.
We'll start with Common or a Bachwood, one of the two.
Yeah.
I don't speak a Bachwin. That one I can't help you with.
So, you all have about 8 hours or 7 hours while they're resting.
Cat will rest as well. And but she'll.
Yeah, that's the one thing people always forget about the dream spell. You don't get a long rest while you're in that trance.
And she'll let everyone know about the black dog so that even if she's sleeping when it arrives, she can get that one last hour of rest. She'll just sleep on the elephant.
Somebody, we should wake her up every hour.
Every 55 minutes.
Like right before 90, so she doesn't get any REM cycle sleeping. We just keep like waking her up with like drips of water on her face.
You realize I could do this to you too.
I'm a heavy sleeper.
Ben, you get a psychic message saying, "I'd be all for it, except I don't think I would like to deal with that bullet in my back."
True, she'll probably be very cranky.
Yeah, Fen wasn't here for when she decided to try to kill someone.
Yeah. We almost killed Finn outright.
Almost killed who?
Or Vance.
Vance, yeah. Yeah,
so
just let her sleep.
Is there anything you all would like to do during the day while Kat's asleep?
I'm gonna show one of my new forms.
Just flexing on people now?
Okay, I'll wait. I'll hold off until we need to.
Oh, you're welcome to.
What else are we gonna do? Guys, what are we gonna do while she's asleep?
Well, you could start working on that reading skill of yours, because Kel, for Finn, reading isn't a flower that grows in his garden.
I think, we hold this off until a good time. I really should be in like an enclosed space where my focus is like directed towards it.
We're in an enclosed space. We're on the palanquins up top of the elephants. We'll just
he makes a good point. We could do it back at his den. He's got a nice little shrine there at building. And Fan, why don't you tell us a little bit more about your journey, about your trek?
Like while I've been
This gives you opportunity to flex.
I get.
And I also saw you riding that sand there. You coming down that hill on a thingamajig?
The sandboard?
Yeah, back yonder. You were coming down on the thingamajig?
Yeah, the sandboard. Are you gonna continue this, Monkey?
Continue what?
Are you like one of those people that like pulls accents from the people they're talking to and just starts like assuming you have that accent?
I don't know what you mean.
Bart looks at you. No, he is not. He's just being annoying.
Monkey, talk like that.
You mean like how he makes those funny noises with his words?
Yes.
Okay. No, he's not. He's just been annoying.
Okay. Monkey see.
Monkey hears, monkey does. So, Ben, are you going to be flexing them because you learn a little bit about your individuals?
It's up to you. I open the door. You can.
Are you talking about like the water stuff?
Well, about your elementals, you learn about them if you become them. Gives me an excuse to finally tell you a little bit more about each of them.
Okay. So, I guess, I don't know. I guess, like, being with all the wind, like, it's like the wind always traveled with them. Wherever they went, it was just like a constant breeze, or it would pick up when they were ready to leave. It just always happened that way. So I got really, really attuned for some reason with Vetra, even though it just felt like she was always there with them, even if she wasn't. Which made, I don't know, the sandboarding easier to learn. And then eventually, I'm really trying to not let Fox come out. He was a little psychotic at times. We'll agree to that.
He's in timeout.
Yeah, he's not happy. But also when riding in the sand, I don't know if I'm getting closer with the earth because of that, and especially being out here in the desert. I don't really talk to him much, but I've been able to go into other forms besides Fox now. And so I will show off the Rattan one which the earth basically like kind of like shifts up his body as like the sand is coalescing into what looks like almost like a it's four-legged, this just hulking mass of stone and sand that's shifting and moving, and like, you know, bits are just falling out and moving back up into each other. Kind of looks like a lion in the front, like a lion turtle, if anyone knows what that is. It kind of looks like that with this like just giant shell, and he's able to just like shift into the ground and back up and down. But I can't talk to you all
Now, Raton is a very solid personality. Immovable in what they believe and what they think. They are stern, very firm, and they have a very keen softness for anybody who's not sure-footed. Almost a mentor-esque personality towards people that are not either mentally or physically sure of themselves. Very paternal in nature.
East on Newbury. Just bang it around. And then the rocks will crumble down, and Fen will kind of drop from like upside in the body as the form fades. Yeah, so there's that one. I can't do this again until I take a rest though, guys, so show's over.
It was still a very interesting
Cool.
show.
Thank you, Monkey.
I'll do a slow clap and see if anyone starts to join.
Kello put down the pen and the book he was holding as he was taking notes the whole time, and they'll join in with the slow clap too. Even slower than Monkey.
Love it.
He has the canary in one hand.
Mary just looks at you, looks back.
I don't understand them either.
Did you at least get something good from these gnomes?
You know, I forgot to show you, and I'll pull out my pursuer's hand, and I'll show Fan.
Then you see a beautiful, beautiful looking hand crossbow that is made out of a curved, solid piece of wood and has a curve to the bow itself, and the string seems to be made out of some type of metal that looks very flexible as well, and it looks fancy to your eye.
Looks like a crossbow.
Yeah, it's a beaut.
Monkey, do your weapons get bigger as you get bigger?
They do.
So it'd be like shooting a ballista at someone.
Yeah, kind of.
Holy crap! I'd hate to see what would happen to someone if they got hit by that.
We can test it out on an apple if anyone's willing. You remember, like back at the tent day we met, or actually not the day we met, but the first day we were in the casino.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you just picked it up and shot it. I remember that.
Yeah, you wanted me to put it on someone's head and
Mm-hmm.
shoot. I don't have any apples though.
Alrighty. So, does anybody have anything they wish to do before we call the session?
That's good. I'm good.
No, I gotta wait till we're in a city to do what I want to do next.
I wish to kill Monkey, but I'm not going to do it.
One day. One day. Then, as you all let Katarine take her rest, waiting out the hot, sweltering sun here in the open sands. We will pick up next week as you all watch a completely pitch black dog walking towards you all with pure white eyes. The sands. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Welcome back, Zen. We like having you here. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.